All right, y'all. I figured I would give y'all a life update. I decided to want to look cute for this life update because I can. So, yeah, that's why I look like this. But, cute on a regular, but that's neither here nor there. I want to give y'all I want to say honestly, maybe the last week and a half to 2 weeks. So, last 2 weeks was very, very stressful. It was something that, not to say that I've never experienced, but I haven't experienced in a very long time. I feel like within this last 3 months, the season that I was in was nothing but stretching and growing and evolving. So for those of you who may just started following me, or you're new to my page, or you kind of just wasn't in the loop, I decided to go back to school for my bachelor's degree in psychology. So this is a new major, new lane, but this is something that's actually near and dear to my heart. This is something I've always wanted to do. Like as a kid, I've always said that I feel like my purpose in this world is to literally help people and change their lives. And I always dibbled and dabbled in different things, especially with different businesses. But within the last year, when I took off in 2024, I had realized that actually means that I have to help people realize that there is a greater side to what they're experiencing now. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I started the semester scared as I don't know what, but I am officially done my first semester, y'all. So yes, give me claps. But it also got hectic because not only am I running two separate businesses and having clients and being a mom, and my son just started football practice or football for flag football. I literally just had to do everything. I still had to be supportive for my friends. I still had to show up for myself. I still had to show up for my clients. So these last 2 weeks was just it was just a lot. And I feel like even me saying it out loud and you listening to it, you may feel like, yeah, that is a lot. Especially for somebody that's just every day doing what I had to do. Some of my mornings started at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and I was going all the way up until midnight, 1 a.m., still having to submit assignments, everything. So it just became super overwhelming. I did decide to, you know what, I'm not going to stress about pushing content. I had my assistant doing what I needed her to do on her platforms. But mine, I just said, you know what, content creator Sierra is going to be in the back. I posted in my stories. For those who watch my stories, that's where I really post the most. I'm trying to incorporate posting on my feed more, but I feel like that's a little bit of the imposter syndrome, and a lot of times I just really be like, if I'm not prepared and I'm not prepped to post or know what I'm going to post, then it's kind of just yeah, scratch that. So when it comes to the business side of things, I actually was going to teach a content class for y'all, but again, the last 2 weeks it hit me unexpectedly, and I was really like, let's postpone this. So I actually had reached out to my assistant today to let her know we're not going to be able to do the class the way that we were supposed to, because it was actually supposed to be next week. But I was just like, it's just too much. And then the kicker, y'all, on top of taking regular clients for business coaching and life coaching, being a mom, going to school, doing homework, all of that, right? I planned a girls trip. So I am actually going on a girls trip this weekend. So y'all already know, when it comes to preparation for going on trips and going on vacations, you got to get your hair done, your nails done, your eyebrows done, your feet done. So not only was I stressed on top of finishing school, preparing for finals, doing the work for my businesses, and showing up for my friends, showing up for my mom, showing up for my son, I still had to plan the rest of the trip because I'm a planner, had to figure out what I was going to wear. It was just a lot. So as y'all can see, my life is never a dull moment. I am always doing something. I always used to tell myself oh, I'm bored. And now I look at myself today there's never a moment that I'm bored. I always have something to do. And I do try to, incorporate the time to myself, to not stress myself out or anything, and have the time for me. But I'm never bored. There's always something to do in Sierra's life. So I wanted to give y'all this update, and I really wanted to shed some light on the fact that all the different roles and all the different things that I do, regardless, I push through, I show up. I may not show up 100% in every single area, but best believe I'm going to make sure that everything that it is that I need to get done gets done. So if you're a person who feels like you lack that motivation, you lack that discipline, you have to decide for yourself to change your mindset around, oh, I can't do this, or, oh, I'm not a morning person, or, oh, I can't stay up late to finish this. You are You are literally training your mind how to basically limit yourself to be the best that you can be. So I don't know who this is going to inspire. I don't know who this is going to encourage, but my goal was to give y'all the life update. I actually got my nails done. So my nails are done for vacay. I have to get my hair done on Thursday. I think I'm going to go get my eyebrows done either Wednesday or Thursday. I already got my feet done last week because I just decided to have an impromptu self-care day. But yeah, y'all, you cannot talk to me and tell me that life be lifing and you stressed out and you overwhelmed and you can't do this, you can't do that. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I'm a no-nonsense person. When you deal with me, we're going to figure out what it is you need to do, and we're going to figure out how to map out time. I'm doing 1,010 things in a day, right? A million thoughts a minute, like milliseconds, right? So you can't come to me and tell me that you want to change your life, but you're not willing to change the things that you do, change the way that you think, change the way that you operate. We gotta get it together, okay? But that's really been me in a nutshell. I do have a podcast episode that I recorded like 2 weeks ago, but I refused to drop it. Well, the first week that I actually recorded, I honestly forgot to drop it. And then last week, and then leading up to Monday that just passed, I was actually afraid to drop it because it's a real vulnerable episode. But I kind of contemplated with my friend today, and she was like, girl, just post it. And I was just like, right, because my goal is to honestly show my transparency in my life. So I never know who these messages are going to impact. So I will be dropping the podcast episode. I might wait until Friday. But then again, I don't know. I may have that impulse decision to just be like, just do it. Just do it now. So if you're not following the podcast, make sure you follow the podcast. If you're not following me on other social media sites, do that. And yeah, I guess stay tuned for the next update. I'm going to try to keep posting my life updates on Tuesdays. So if you are interested in hearing the message and hearing the know of what I've been doing, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then if you're not following me on Instagram as well, because I kind of cross post for both pages. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Love y'all.